doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
23.
Completion left side to Miller. Touchdown Falcons. Scotty Miller, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Atwell now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Play fake. Mayfield. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. Mayfield off the play fake. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Here's 2nd and 10. In motion goes the tight end. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's a unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football open and drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give him the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw there caught by Gallup. Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. From the gun, Mayfield. That's caught once again by Gallup. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
Hey, alert 33.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Mayfield with it once more. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And that is no good. And this will remain a 5-point game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you...
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 40. Following the interception, Mayfield. Trying for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Regular. What's up?
Mayfield looks to throw. He's got his man. It's Gallup. A good pickup there at 22. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Let's go.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Hurry.
Now Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
King. Hey, alert 33. Stop.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game.
Point it right,
Baker changing the play at the line.
Let's go.
Mayfield now. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all. They decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. And that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
I know the natural instinct is to kick the extra point there and tie the game. But here in this spot, at this point of the game, is there another coach maybe weighing in with what to do here?
Well, I think that analytics are starting to say, with it being from the 2, that you're going for 2 more often. That makes sense. But and all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And good field position coming up here The football at the 12-yard line. So problems there on the return. Very costly. Not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Falcons' 7-yard line.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Regular. What's that?
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's caught. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Up. Stop.
They'll run with Chubb. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to it behind the line of scrimmage.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Partner like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation. But instead, they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich going against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Now Chubb running right. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Doing with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The offense on third down tonight. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing, Mayfield. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. And this one is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. Taking it right down Broadway. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball. They also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The dog pound barking as loud as they can here. 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right?
In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now 2nd and 3.
Pistol.
Here's Mayfield. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Alert! Hurry! Point it right. Watch out!
Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Mayfield. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Throwing now, Lawrence. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Now 1st and goal. Back to throw, Lawrence. The quick slant caught. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Lawrence on the sneak. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. McLaughlin for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through. And we are tied here in the 4th.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. Atwell now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Here's second down.
Pistol. Kings.
Mayfield. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Well, the defense circling now. Fourth down and 7. Mayfield to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's first down. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now Dobbins again on second down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's third down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to put an end to a wild Monday night. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that.